Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Coffee and Cannoli podcast. Joined once again by Putty Man off to the side over here. Right below me is Campo Reviews, and below the Putty Man, we have Drew from RLG. I know him as Drew, you guys know him as Nikki, but from RLG, he's joining us back. We are talking about what's in his hand, the PS3. So, you guys want to say anything before we get started and we get started on our list?
I will say that if there was ever a console that wasn't really that good, but it had an amazing lineup of games to hold its weight, was the PS3.
Can I say
PS3
something?
wasn't a great console, but
it wasn't.
Can I just say
It had the best
too?
exclusives.
This is the first time I'd ever in my life expect him to say something like that, but he's absolutely right. Like we said in the Xbox game, the 360 was the far, far, far superior system of that generation.
You want to know why I never said that back then? Because that's all we had back then. Now that we've had PS4 and PS5,
we did do a couple switches for like a weekend where you took one system and I took the other one.
John, I owned an Xbox myself. A modded
way
version
later,
of an Xbox. The
like
whole
way
whole
later.
life cycle of a PS3.
Like
I never
way
used it.
later.
Yeah, I think
by the way, we missed a good game. Ghostbusters on the 360 was a good game.
Oh
Sorry.
my
Yes,
god,
it
that's such
was.
a great game. It's on my god damn it.
I bought it again recently in my craze of buying retro games.
I bought it. I just bought it on PC.
Should I take that off my
Nice.
honorable mentions now?
Sure, why not?
Mentions
Because
for the
that's on mine too, on the PS3 honorable mentions. But once again, like I was saying, this is all about the PS3. This episode here, we're gonna go through our top 5. We're gonna talk about some of our favorite games, some of our, fond memories of the PS3. So I'm gonna have Campo. You start first with your number 5.
All right. Well, I had a late switch in this because we know what happened with my issues of list. If you watch the other videos that hopefully come before this, so my number 5 is Godfather 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice, Nikki.
Okay, so for me, my number 5 is gonna be. It's weird. This is a really weird one because it's Far Cry 3 and Blood Dragon, and Project 8, Tony Hawk Project 8. Because Far Cry 3 was the full release of the game. It was Far Cry 3. Then they came out with a DLC that's called Blood Dragon that I liked more than I liked the game, right?
It's arguably the best game Far Cry's made.
Yeah, Blood Dragon is it was like a $20 game, and it had like more stuff to do than it was just amazing.
Based in Toronto.
$20. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And,
Done by Ubisoft Toronto.
Yeah. I think all Far Cry's are, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And then I'm going to give, like I said, Project 8, Tony Hawk Project 8, which was one of my favorite Tony Hawks. It was really fun.
Good game. We played a lot of Bobby Burnquist.
That's on my honorable mentions. Yep.
That gave it back that gritty Tony Hawk feel.
Yep.
We played that game, and all of us only picked Bob Burnquist. So it was just like always Bob Burnquist against Bob Burnquist.
I was a Mike Valley guy myself, but
the thing about that Tony Hawk was we had a lot of Tony Hawks before that were really bad, right? We had Underground 2, which in my opinion I didn't enjoy, like especially going back and looking at content. It was such
American
a weird
Wasteland.
American Wasteland 2, wasn't there? No, right?
No, it was an American Wasteland. Yeah, because you had the original 4 Tony Hawk games, which were not story mode. Then you had Underground 1 and 2, then Wasteland, and then Project 8 was the 8th game in the series.
Yeah, if you're not including the Wii gimmick games, right?
The ride, Tony Hawk, whatever it's called,
and Shred, where you had to use the skateboard.
Mm-hmm. Those were horrible. So yeah, in my opinion, Project 8 actually felt like Tony Hawk again, and I loved it. So.
I think they borrowed a lot because Skate just came out at the time too.
That's why.
Project 8 was pretty much a cop. Like they added a lot of those skate. They ripped off a lot of those skate things, but it was good. I loved it.
We're still on number 5. Putty, you want to go?
Yeah.
All right, my number 5 is it's a series, so it's a cap. It's Infamous 1 and 2.
That's a good choice.
That's a good choice. Very good choice.
Same
thing with mine. My number 5 is Cap, and that's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Well, I can take that off my honorable mentions. Man, you guys are just knocking down my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
John?
My number 4 is Portal 2.
My number 4 is probably one of the best games of all time, and it is Portal 2.
You see, you guys know that was on my 360 list. So, all right. My number 4 was it was. What are you talking about, John? Anyway, my number 4 was actually number 2 on my list. My number 4 is
Hope you
SoCal
play this
Report.
after.
See, whereas Portal 2, I played it on the PC. So my number 4 is the start of the David Cage series, and it's Heavy Rain. Jason,
Oh man, that was almost made my number 5.
Jason.
That
Yeah.
almost made my number 5.
But game I prefer way more than that. It's a way better game. It's called Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
Rain.
Not to be confused with the movie Heavy Rain in Bowfinger. But okay, so my number 3 is Mass Effect 2.
Okay, my number 3 is the Uncharted trilogy and The Last of Us because I like them both equally and they're both made by Naughty Dog. So I think I just put them together. Why not? Those are they were, you know, people say The Last of Us is amazing and I agree, but I put it on par with the Uncharted trilogy. So
Okay.
I'll take 1 over 2.
Okay, so this is where I was gripping because of us talking about like a later console of things. So I just went ahead and threw it on here because it was the only spot that the only time I played the whole campaign. And for number 3, I put GTA 5.
yeah, you shouldn't have put that on this list. It was only out for 1 month.
Yeah, but I still got it when it came out there, and that's
Me
when I
too.
played the campaign.
I played it
so,
for-
yeah.
But wait, how is it out for 1 month? I felt like I had it for
It was
so
long. I felt
on
like it was longer
Xbox.
than that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, the game came out in September and then PS5 released in November.
You mean PS4?
PS4,
Yeah,
sorry.
but the PS5 or the PS4 version of GTA 5 didn't come out till 2015, I think. It was
That's
2
what I
years.
thought.
year
Yeah, I
later.
thought we had
Was it a
time
year
with them.
later?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
At
pretty
least,
sure,
yeah.
because I'm pretty sure because I got my PS4 literally like around.
So
the
I
same
think
time
I'm thinking of the
did.
multiplayer then. I think
Because
the
I
game
played it
released-
for
might be thinking of that, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
a month
Xbox.
later the multiplayer.
Because I
Because there
remember
were
when
so
you-
many bugs in the
Because
multiplayer.
Mickey, so many times you talked about it, and I said I remember playing distinctly on the PS3.
But we talked about it in the
original.
other episode. I used to play the online multiplayer, and it was basically just a bunch of mini games that you had to like
Yeah, see,
load up when you got
Yeah,
onto
see, I
it.
never played the multiplayer. I only played the
Yeah.
campaign, and I was like enthralled with it. You know what I mean? But I was
Well-
kind of mad. Yeah.
Yeah, either way, I would say GTA 5 for both of us should probably
Well,
be on the
that's
next
hey,
generation.
but if he
it's
played
fine.
it first
Yeah.
on here and he wants it on this list,
No,
let him
I'm
have
saying
it on
like
here.
it's a difference between like a couple hundred hours and like a couple thousand hours of game time, but whatever.
Well,
Whereas,
I would call
yeah.
it GTA Online would be more for what I would put
Which
on
is what
PS4
I
if
have
could
on
put
my PC. Yeah.
Yeah, you see
I
what
have
I'm saying? I
like
would-
400 hours on GTA Online on PC.
Online is way more time I put on. I feel like on my PS4 than I
All right,
ever did on
next
my
guy.
PS3. Anyway,
For me, my number 3 is God of War 3.
I had to come eventually. Someone was gonna have
Yeah.
a God
I'm
of
just
War
trying
game.
to take out honorable mentions. Like you already took out 2 of mine there, by the way.
Well,
Dude.
I'm good. No one has any of mine. My number 2 is Batman Arkham Asylum.
Again,
Oh.
360.
That's a game I'd put on my honorable mentions. I love that game. But anyway, we're on number 2, and my 2 is gonna be Grand Theft Auto 4. Because as much shit as that game gets, I don't get why it was still one of the best games on
Fantastic
PS3.
game.
Yeah. And
That
then
was-
Black Ops 1.
Yeah,
Call of
those,
Duty
are my,
Black
those,
Ops 1.
those were on my 360 list. So.
Buddy,
Number 2 for me would be Fallout New Vegas.
forgot
Yeah.
about the Fallout. See, I played the Fallout series on PC.
Yeah, for me
So-
that was the PS. Yeah, that was definitely PS3 for me. Yep.
My number 2, going back to that Naughty Dog theme, it's The Last of Us.
I agree. Great game.
Oh,
I
I
never
agree.
played
It's
it.
probably a great game, but I never.
Both of these
Trash
guys
game.
never played it. So
Yeah.
It's a really bad game.
I'm not saying I don't want to. I'll admit, I just haven't done it.
My number 1 is Uncharted, the entire series from PS3. So I think it was 1, 2, and 3.
Mhm.
all right. And for me, I would have put the trilogy on here. It's all my Call of Duty fans. I would have done it, but this game stands above the rest. So it's gonna be Modern Warfare 2.
I knew it.
I would
What?
have put Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 on here, but there's no way I'm even gonna put those games on my top 5 list.
Ask
so.
them what was the Call of Duty I put on my list for Xbox. I bet you can guess it, Nikki.
I don't know, because we immediately shunned you for putting Call of Duty games on your list.
Wait, you didn't put Black Ops 1 on your list? I thought you liked Black
I-
Ops 1 better.
I did. I put a Black Ops 1 on my Xbox list because I played on Xbox,
did.
and they were all shunned.
You
me.
got to
What
make
about
sure
Modern
you
Warfare
post the
2?
Xbox list before this because
Oh, yeah.
Putty
There's
has
gonna be-
referenced that list 400 times already.
Or it's a spoiler for
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
we don't do spoilers here.
no.
All right.
So, Putty, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is the trilogy, the trifecta, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3.
And
Wow, we agreed on
we're,
something. It's been a
we're
while.
keeping that theme because that's mine too. The Uncharted trilogy.
Okay.
I mean, how could
With
it's
Uncharted 2 slightly ahead because Uncharted 2 is the
Yeah.
superior game out of all 3 of them.
Yeah, but it's one of those situations. Wait, are we done yet? Is everyone we're done? We could talk
Yeah, the
now?
lists are done. Yeah, yeah.
Done?
Okay.
Should we
So
pause?
go
yeah,
home.
no, I would say
Yeah.
Uncharted 2, I mean Uncharted 1 was just, in my opinion, like it's like the Iron Man conversation we had on the Marvel list, right?
Mhm.
It's like it's the start of it all, you know?
Yeah,
How
100%.
how can it not? It deserves the best spot just because like I remember playing that for the first time and being like, whoa, what is going on here? They had Prince of Persia vibes, like it was really good.
Yeah, a
And I
little bit
love
of
it.
Tomb Raider thrown in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it knew it was good by not even giving you just Uncharted. It was like Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna have more titles later on, like Drake's Deception,
Yeah.
and all that. Like they knew this is like, because I remember the first time I saw it at E3 and they showed the cinematic and they said, "Oh, by the way, this is a gameplay," and I'm like, "What?" Like they made a big deal out of the whole cinematic, and wasn't
Yeah.
it one of the first games that used the whole thing where you had to the quick time events?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
God of War
Not-
had quick time events.
Yeah,
before.
God of War
I
3
know
had
it did,
quick-
but I feel like
I-
Uncharted did it better. is what I'm trying to
Uncharted
say.
was better at blending in the cinematic directly
That's what I'm
into
thinking.
the
Yeah.
gameplay, where it didn't like it was
So-
seamless transition from the cinematic into
100%.
gameplay.
I agree with that because God of War would like pause for a second for press X
Yeah.
now, and you're like, okay.
There's
exactly.
the game that I'm surprised that one person didn't put on this list because it was his favorite, even though he played it on his Xbox. Maybe you put it on your Xbox list, but Red Dead.
Yeah, it's
It was on my Xbox list. Yeah,
I was talking about
Yeah.
John, not about you, buddy. John's like
Oh,
a
It's on
okay.
my
cracker for that
Xbox
game.
list.
It was
So
it
what-
was it was your number one, wasn't it?
As much as I loved Red Dead, it was a really good game. But over Red Dead, what I liked better was the Undead Nightmare, and that's what I put on my.
Well, I put both as a
Honorable
package.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We both did.
It's-
We put it a pack together.
That's what we even did with the GTA 4 series. We all had GTA 4 and we had to add all the expansions to it
Exactly.
too, because
Yeah.
the Ballad of
I
Gay
put
Tony was
GTA
superior.
4
Yeah.
and the my thing was GTA 4, the expansions, and 5, and then Bioshock 1 and 2, and then I don't remember what my number. Oh, Red Dead was my number 1.
I
Yeah.
would say GTA 4 gets a bad rep, but I mean, like, it was the first time we played a Grand Theft Auto in so long that
Like-
was actually like a real game. Because I remember, like,
It's-
listen, if you go back and play San Andreas right now, and then you go immediately and play GTA 4, GTA
it's a
4 's
big
way-
leap.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
a
no.
graphical
Well, let's
leap,
hold
a
on a
like the
second.
Yeah.
physics in it. But the thing about and the combat, it's so much better in GTA 4.
It is 100%,
But we
the
lost.
immediate.
Let me talk, John. Okay, let
Okay,
me
go.
finish this.
Okay, go.
But we
hurry up.
lost so much stuff in GTA 4. We
You
lost so
everything.
much stuff.
You lost all the meat of the game was gone.
Yeah,
I
everyone
think
knows that though.
I think the charm and the humor that made the GTA series so
Yeah.
good was they tried to go dark and gritty. We talked about in the Xbox video as well how that era of gaming, everything was so washed out and gray and desaturated, and I think GTA 4 suffered from that a little bit too.
I think
It was very
visually-
brown.
Visually, it did, and it's reminiscent of GTA 3 in that way. When GTA 3, because then when Vice City came out, you were like, "Whoa, look at all these colors!" Because in the first one, everything's like gray. I mean, in 3,
Mhm.
but I disagree with you on that. I think San Andreas started getting GTA 2 took away. It made it more like the movies, where it was like really gory all of a sudden, and it was like you're like doing weird things like Scarface, and and then in San Andreas, the story got a bit more serious in tone. Like it was like
Yeah.
about like real shit. And then when GTA 4 came around, it was so goofy with the characters. Like the tone of the game was darker, but the comedy was like front and center. Especially
It's
with
like-
the Russian characters, they made them all so goofy.
Well,
And
it's like the whole thing too. Like it's like you said too. Going expanding on that, it's all these serious characters, and then you get a phone call in the middle of a mission. Hey, Nico, want to go bowling?
Yeah.
I would say Nico is probably the most forgettable. Nico and his cousin Roman, right? They're probably the
Roman.
most forgettable people in the GTA.
That
saw
whole
it,
game is
whatever.
forgettable because then, like I said before, Lost in the Damned and Gay Tony stand out way more in that
Well,
series.
But
than
Gay
that
Tony
game
was
does.
much more colorful.
Gay
Yeah, I was
Tony
gonna say
such a better story in such a more compact time frame.
Yeah, but also Gay Tony is in GTA 5, right? So he didn't
Yes, he
die
is.
out. Like
If you play online,
if you're talking about like forgettable characters, right? Like he's still in GTA Online. He's one of the the people that you talk to for the nightclubs and stuff.
And but
Yeah,
isn't Gay Tony doesn't he show up in one of the earlier games?
not that I'm
No,
aware of.
not
He
that
was
I'm aware of,
introduced in.
Someone else does though, but not Gay Tony. No, I don't think so. But I also want to talk about the Skate 1 and 2 were awesome games.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I put those on my honorable mentions.
Okay, well, we're going right into honorable mentions.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I got Dead Space.
Yeah. That was on my.
Yeah, that was
my-
amazing. It's a fantastic game, and like you said, it brought back the whole like horror kind of genre, that like really dark first person like survival horror.
Survival horror. Yeah.
Mm.
It brought it back to the forefront.
I couldn't think of the word.
I want to add the Sly Cooper trilogy to that.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
a good one too. Yeah, I'm pretty
Like
didn't
Sly
think
Cooper
of that.
4 was on the PS3, I think it was.
It's funny too because I added all the other like what I call the duo games. Well, Sly Cooper wasn't a duo game, but like I added all the other ones: Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. Those
Little
were
Big
on
Future,
Planet.
yeah, the future.
The
Ratchet and Clank
mascots,
Future.
the mascots.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mascots.
So when
yeah.
he just was burning through mascots like no tomorrow, it never really.
Yeah,
stuck
what
with
about Little
anything.
Big Planet? Didn't you throw that on your
Yeah.
list?
Yeah, I've got I've got a little bit of Planet 1 and 2. Also, Mon Nation Racers. No one played that I've talked to lately.
I don't
but
even know what
back
that
then-
is.
Yeah, I never played Mod Nation.
It's a car racing game that's a lot. It had a Little Big Planet Sackboy in it because it was like a PlayStation thing. But literally everything was customizable: the carts, the characters, the tracks, everything. And it was huge. There was a big community for it, but then it died down because they thought they did use it PlayStation Portable and use Mod Nation Racers to sell it, and no one bought it for the PlayStation Portable, and it died. Like if you can ever look it up, it was a huge game, and that's what they actually built the kart racing version of Little Big Planet off of as Mod Nation Racers, and of course you saw what happened to that. So
Yeah.
What
I
was the
didn't-
name of that console again?
PlayStation Portable.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what did I say?
PlayStation.
Who calls it a PlayStation Portable?
Yeah, usually
Oh,
people say
PSP.
PSP.
Sorry.
Even their commercials didn't advertise it as the
I
PlayStation
know. I
Portable.
know.
Gran Turismo was another one I had on honorable mentions. I forget which one it was. I didn't bother researching it.
I
but
think it
there
was
one.
5 was on PS3.
I mean, it might have been 4 or 5.
4,
yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was awesome.
No.
came
though.
out.
A lot of fun.
Wasn't GTA 1 or GTA Gran Turismo 1, 2, and 3 were on the first PlayStation, weren't they?
No,
I
not
think
PS4.
one
Oh,
and
no,
2
3
were on
was
the.
on PS2. 3 was
It's
on
on
Yeah,
PS2.
PS2.
4 and then
Five.
5. Gran Turismo 5 was towards the tail end of the
4 is
PS4.
where
I
it
think.
kind of started tapering off, and then 5 it kind of went down for me. Did
That's
they ever
where-
make a 6? I don't even remember.
That's where the Forza series kind of took over from
GTA
that
1
simulation.
and 2 is like bread and butter for me. Like that's the greatest racing games ever. And then after that, it was all Forza. And he played Forza, so he can tell
Yeah.
you like
Yeah,
we
Forza's
we
good, but-
were playing the Xbox One just to play Forza. That's the only reason we had it.
Forza's good, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite racing game.
I like
love
Killer
arcade.
Instinct on there too.
I love
Those are one of the
arcade
games.
racing games
Yeah.
more than simulation ones. So
Yeah.
I'm playing Horizon 5 right now, so
Thanks to him, because I didn't really like this game, but I played it just because he was playing it. Was BioShock or Infinite?
yeah, it's a really good game.
I much prefer the first two. Like it's
Wait.
not even close, but I think Infinite is a good game.
I thought Infinite was only. I didn't know it was on PS3. I thought it was PS4.
No, it's
No,
PS3.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
okay.
thinking of the remastered.
Yeah.
That might be it. Yeah. It might
Listen,
be
if
it, yeah.
if anyone's not played BioShock, this is a thing I have a lot of conversations with people online that are like, "Oh, when I was a kid, I was a little too young for BioShock." No, you got to go back. BioShock
Play
1
it.
and 2 are two of the greatest games ever made. Like
I know.
they're so amazing. It's crazy.
And
I
the
think
twist
other
at the
games-
end messes with your head.
I do think other games took that style of game development and made it a little bit better, dude. But
I
like
think
they were good.
they spawned a whole new like way of playing games.
Like Fallout 4 for me was like one of my favorite games of all time, for sure. Fallout 4 is like breathtaking.
I would say, I guess since you said that, and my honorable mentions, I've got Fallout 3 as well. So
Yeah, Fallout
Yeah.
4 is next gen. That's why I didn't even think about it.
well,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
one
yeah.
for JD.
Why- that's why I said
got
3.
Dragon Age Origins.
there you go.
Yeah. Dragon Age Origins was really, really good. I have on mine Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
I didn't even think
Um,
about that.
That's a
hard
good
game.
honorable mention.
Yeah.
I do want to mention one of
Maybe
the
a
things.
little bit hard.
One of the things
Just
that I
a-
realized about Johnny Donuts and Campo is you guys do not like Call of Duties at all.
Nope.
You guys are not
Modern
into
Warfare
shooters.
2, though, is on my honorable mention, though.
Okay.
It
I
is
respect
there.
that.
Only because that's the one I played. Because at the time, Xbox, you had to pay for the live service, whereas PS3 was a free live service.
Mhm.
So all my buddies were playing Modern Warfare on the PS3. So we were playing it on the PS3.
Yeah, it is one of those games. Like a lot of people, if you don't like shooters, you're not going to like it. But in my opinion, it does. It's such a. It's
Is
such a
that the one
smooth
with the story
multiplayer.
that was so controversial with the airport thing?
Yeah,
the
that's
no
the
Russian.
terminal. That's the
Yeah.
terminal.
Yeah.
I'll,
yeah.
I'll allow that one to be on people's list.
Yeah,
No rushing.
it's awesome. It's a really good game. Modern Warfare 2 solid, but same with Black Ops 1. Again, if you're into shooters, first person shooters, those games are like the top of the food chain back
Well,
then.
like for me, and I love Battlefield. I don't have Battlefield on any of the lists so far. So I mean, I just mentioned it in the last one because Putty brought up Call of Duties.
Yeah.
Well, if I can call these out, these are only PlayStation available. So I'm just since we're talking about shooters, Killzone 1 and 2.
That's on my honorable
Killzone
mentions.
is a good game. Killzone
Yeah, I
game.
love the multiplayer in those too. Like I feel like they didn't get as much love. Like the later Killzones, I know they made one for PS4 and it was horrible, but Killzone 2, I spent so much time on that, and I kind of played another one called Mag that not a lot of people didn't play. That was only PlayStation exclusive, and you had to be online for it. You couldn't play it like there was no solo, nothing like that. So,
what about the Resistance series?
I never got to play that.
I
wish I would have.
The first one was really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, in terms of my favorite game, Battlefield 1942 is by far my favorite free to play game on PS3.
All right,
I will say that. 1942
was on PS3.
Yeah, free to play.
Yeah.
Just the multiplayer.
Like a remake of the one for computer that's like from 1995.
Yeah, remastered. It was one map, one mode, but it was one of those games.
Actually, yes, you did play that a lot. I remember
it was
a big island.
Yeah. And then Bad Companies, obviously, but those weren't really on my top.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Bad Company.
Those shouldn't be on your top fives, though, Buddy. For being honest, those are
no, but that's not
top
five.
Fun games. So.
Honorable
even
mentions.
Call of Duty isn't actually a good game.
Yeah, it is. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is an actually 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 game.
Right. If you feel that way, you can feel that way.
Would you say Counter-Strike is a good game, an actually good game?
No.
Okay, well.
I would say it's a revolutionary game because it literally changed the entire face of first-person shooters.
You know, there wouldn't be Counter-Strike if it wasn't for Call of Duty. Did you know that?
Did you know there wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for Half-Life?
Yeah, that is pretty true.
Counter-Strike is just a mod of Half-Life.
Did you know that there wouldn't be a Half-Life if it wasn't for that shitty game that you old people play on N64 and PC?
Wait, talking about Doom?
Yeah. Was it Doom?
Yeah.
You know there wouldn't be a Portal if there was no Half-Life.
Actually, wrong. It'd be Wolfenstein 3D if we're really going to get technical.
Well, Wolfenstein 3D is the exact same game.
Did you guys know that Half-Life 2 is on my top 3 favorite games of all time? So full circle.
Well, did you know we're not making that list yet? So don't tell anybody.
No. Can I knock out my fighting games since?
Yes, knock out your fighting games.
You have 2 minutes, buddy. Come on.
All right. Injustice, Gods Among Us, and Mortal Kombat.
Bad and bad. Mortal Kombat was good. Injustice was so bad. I can't believe it.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to play the game. I remember when I hopped on and I'm like, what's going on here? It's
what
like
do you need to know?
Service.
Mortal Kombat is literally smash.
No, not Mortal Kombat. Injustice. That game, I remember, wasn't it like an online service? Was the first download?
No, that's DC Online. That's
you're thinking DC on Universe Online.
That game is so bad.
This was the DC fighting game. This was like the DC fighting game made by the people who made Mortal Kombat.
I'm surprised you don't have PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale on your...
You know what? I actually like that game. I don't care.
It was. I had it for the Vita because it gave me both of them. But
I really want to buy the Nickelodeon one, so I don't care what you guys think.
No, I want the Impossible game, dude. You guys ever played the Impossible game? That was such a dumb game. It was literally a level where you just have to. You're a cube moving and you just jump over triangles.
Oh no!
That game was dope.
Oh, I know. It's the side-scrolling one. You mean you have to jump over and it's like
I probably watched this guy play that game for like hours straight.
Yeah, because once you die, you basically start from like the beginning. So you have to play.
You know what other game was
good? You got that
free
with PlayStation Plus service when you had.
Not like Thomas Was Alone, was it?
I never played that one. No,
it's
a cheesy side.
Is it like that? I don't remember that being the same. Okay, you know what other game was good? The stupid motorcycle one that was the same idea where you had to like get over
Trials
ramps.
Fusion.
Trials
Fusion. Or
that was a solid game. By the way, I didn't even realize what shirt I'm wearing.
There you go. See.
Okay. Yeah, your mic's blocking it. I don't know.
I didn't even realize I was wearing this.
But yeah, I know.
I have 5 more.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I didn't
They're
add
not
any
fighting
more.
games, are they, Putty?
I didn't play a lot of PS3.
Okay, what else do you have on there, Putty?
I've got this one we were talking about before, just because I had to put it in honorable mention would be
Deadpool. The Deadpool, right?
Yep, I had to put that on there. We talked on the last one, Sonic Generations. I played on my PS3. Silent Hill HD collection. Like I was so happy they remastered that and put it on the PS3 that was the day one I got that. And then you mentioned earlier, Ghostbusters.
Shout out to my Xbox list because like I feel so bad. The Marvel Alliance, Deadpool, Ghostbusters. I left you all off that list, and shout out to this list right now because I forgot about the was it called Infamous 1 and 2?
Infamous,
yeah. Well,
I
here's the
forgot
thing.
about that.
What made
I
it
like
great
Infamous
is-
Second Son the best, but
Yeah, Second
that's
Son is good,
controversial
yeah.
to say, to be honest.
Well, let me say this. The thing was what I loved about having my PS3 and having the 360 was the 360 was just all about multiplayer in my eyes. And if I wanted to play fighting games, I didn't need to have a mic like be in a party chat or anything like that, like I would in there. PS5 was all about quality capability when it
PS5?
comes. I mean, sorry, PS3. I got my PS5 here to see. PS3 was one of those things where it had better. It was better quality and video, like as far as like the graphics were way better. And honestly, their exclusives out, even though I love Gears of War and Halo, they had way more better exclusives.
They still do, if we're being honest, man.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah, I
still,
agree.
it's such a
But see-
weird, it's a weird thing. Even people talk about like Nintendo, man. Like, I don't know. Looking at Odyssey and stuff, I don't really know. I don't know if
Okay,
that's for
wait,
me.
let's not push the limit here.
No,
Well, see,
I'm not saying
I'm
I'm not saying Breath of the
When
Wild
it
is
comes
bad,
to
but I'm saying
Nintendo
Odyssey.
and the people they own, they literally have more bank for
Yeah, but John,
per
what I'm
character
talking
than
about-
anybody.
What I'm talking about is per IP games that have been released in the last generation.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking about.
So
Yeah.
Mario
You're talking about
Sunshine,
Odyssey? No, I'm not
The-
talking about. I'm not
the
talking about
last like
PS3.
5 Mario games were absolutely amazing. Like top 10 out of 10 video
No, they
games.
weren't. Odyssey's not a 10 out of 10, bro. You're watching fake reviews. You're watching IGN.
I'm
You're
not
getting paid
watching
to say
fake
it.
reviews. I played
IGN.
it. That game is amazing.
No, you've never
Odyssey
played
is
Odyssey.
Odyssey's actually kind of fun. I have to admit.
I agree with you. It's kind of fun, but I'm saying it's not a top tier game. I don't think. From
It's not on
reviews-
the. In
honest
all
reviews.
fairness, it's not on the levels of say Mario Galaxy.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Well, I'm
It
just gonna
gets
say
way
this
too
one-
much credit.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say this: when it comes to like sharing my love out there, I look at it as like having kids. You know what I mean? I don't have kids of my own, but you know how you have one kid that goes off to college. Well, Sony kind of has those college kids that know what they're doing, while Xbox kind of has those kids that maybe went to community college. I still
Hell are
love
you
them.
talking
but-
about?
Yeah,
I
no,
have
buddy,
no.
Buddy, one of your kids made a great game, Breath of the Wild, and the other one made a game that's like for 5-year-olds, freaking Odyssey. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like, it's-
Odyssey is not an easy game.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You could-
Well, I haven't played Odyssey. I want to play it, but I haven't played it, so I can't judge it.
I've never played it either, but like I said, I thought it was a great game, and then I remember one of our buddies Shamar was telling me it's not that good, and I'm like, no way.
It-
And I went to watch an honest review, and in that moment, I was like, wait, he's right. An honest review on it was like, this is not for adults. This is 100% like really dumbed down and easy to beat, and blah blah blah. I don't know.
It is a very simple game. It doesn't have to say the challenge that the way Mario 3D World had. That was a challenging game.
Yeah, I loved Mario 3D World. It was fun and it was visually appealing and it was
Mario
fun,
3D
you know?
World though is probably one of the best platforming Mario games that we've ever
I know.
got.
I wish they would have stuck with that setup. The way they did Mario 3D World was just amazing.
3D
Like,
Land was not as good.
No.
Okay, see, I didn't know. I didn't play. I played
The
again. I
6
played the
golden
one on the
coins.
Wii U.
I do have one more game on my honorable mentions that,
Go
in
for
my
it.
opinion, is the best $20 game. It beats Blood Dragon, but I'm saving it for another list. But I had to put it on my honorable mentions. It's Minecraft. Minecraft on PS3 was by far the best $20 game on that
Okay.
console.
Minecraft
so
is probably
much.
the greatest game ever invented.
I
It
only get
has
to
to
put
be. It's
Minecraft
the best
on my list.
$20 game.
I only get to put Minecraft on my list when we get to PlayStation 4. That's all I'm gonna say. Ask
Minecraft
Nikki.
could be on my list from PS3 all the way to PS5
Uh.
because it's so amazing.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to be one of those people. You can ask Nikki. I'm going to admit this. The thing is sometimes I'll look at a game and I'll go, that visually looks horrible. But I've learned my lesson. You can't always judge a book by its
Putty,
cover.
how
'cause
did I want to get into that quickly. Just a little side 5-minute conversation. When
Yeah.
I told Putty, yo, I really want to play Minecraft one weekend. This is PS4. We should probably say this for the next episode, but whatever. He's like, I'm not going to play it. I'm sorry, Nikki. I'm not going to do it. I'm not spending $20 in this game. I had to buy him the game, right? Didn't I buy you a PSN card so you
Yeah.
can actually buy it?
No, you actually, no, I think you did buy him the PSN card. Yeah, I think that's
And
what
then
you did, yeah.
and he was like, I'm not gonna like it, Nikki. I know I'm not gonna like it. I'm like, okay. We played the game. I shut up. I didn't say nothing. And then like at the end of the night, he's like, you're right. This game's like fucking amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong in this situation. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
again, like I said, when I saw it visually, because the thing is, I was comparing it to other games that had like the creative aspect of it, and I was like, just the blocking has bothered me. And there's
Yeah.
still games that can do that. You know what I mean? It's still visually like when I see it, there's some things like the characters and some stuff that bother me because I want to have the smooth look to it. You know what I mean?
But again,
That's
that's what
reason-
makes Minecraft so epic and amazing is the fact is because there's no like high resolution textures, right? That's why
And
they
it
can do
became,
whatever you want.
it became a cultural phenomenon, that thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but
agree.
it's one of
Oh,
those games I'm telling you, JD. Like John, Putty, my buddy Jones, everyone, like all my buddies, they're like, I'm not playing this. I'm like, trust me, play it, and then they fell in love with it. Everybody.
I don't
Like-
think you understand the hours that we're talking here. Like people would come to my
Thousands.
house and we would sit there with 4 people playing on the same thing for like 5 hours straight nonstop without taking a break, nothing.
We,
Oh, yeah, I
we
believe it.
literally have a whole land we built in front of like.
No,
school
like I would
viewers and
see it
everything.
too. If I would go in game, I'd see like people do like all kinds of amazing. They create like amazing things. There was like, did you see the one where that one guy created like the entire Starship Enterprise in game?
Yeah.
Like
Trust
it's
me,
like
we have some good ones.
yeah.
The thing about Minecraft, like I said, is people don't take it as a multiplayer game. People think like they don't realize that it's such a weird game where you can like it's PvP heavy. There's stuff called bed wars that like tournaments for cash prizes. Then it's a single player game where you can just go try to end up getting enough stuff to fight the dragon. Minecraft is easily the best $20 game in my opinion.
We literally built a world. Me and Nikki alone with
Yeah.
a bunch of like random people literally built a world that
Buddy,
people
we built
still-
me, John, and like all my buddies built a world on PS3. We had a huge world that was like a city. We all had our own houses, our own buildings. It was awesome.
And it crashed both 2 times because then the other world we had was even bigger.
That didn't crash. The other world's fine.
No, the other world crashed. Remember, we built all those things and we lost half the world.
Yeah, I think it deleted your stadium. The first
yeah, I
world
deleted all that
crashed.
stuff.
I don't
See,
know about the second one.
you gotta
It
remember, if you
reverted
guys-
to an old save,
Yeah.
is what it did.
Are you talking about the one I
No,
visited?
no, it
Nikki?
deleted a chunk. That's what it did.
Nikki,
It
are you
deleted
talking about
a
the one
whole
I
chunk.
visited that put my putty on there? Is that the
No,
one you're
no,
talking
I'm
about?
talking about one before that. That's our
Oh,
second
okay.
world. Well, we had one before that.
Yeah, because I actually got to put my footprint in that world, and I'm pretty proud of it.
The other world, the first world is what John said.
Yeah.
If you build, it deletes a whole chunk of the map. A chunk is like
okay.
8 by 8 or 32 by 32 grid. It deletes that randomly because it needs that memory. So it just says, okay, we're going to take this memory out then. So you can't even
That
place down a
sucks.
brick. Anyway,
Makes sense. But was
are you sending pictures of our world? What are you sending?
Yeah. I have so many. That's on my own one and then the map for Mars.
Oh damn! I'm looking at them now. That's
It
pretty
became
big.
it became a Minecraft thing now, huh?
Yeah.
But I was just wanted to admit to that because the thing is like I said, it was one of those things that when we talk about it and everything, and even I still to this day when I tell people like I play, like I'm there's games that we've talked about that we might not agree on, and games that me and Nikki talk about
Yeah.
that you guys might agree.
Yeah,
on.
but
There's always
Minecraft
that.
was one of those games that like I love it. It's such a trick. Like I love
Yeah.
to let someone rant about how shit Minecraft is for hours and hours and hours. And I go, okay, let's just try it then. And then boom, they fall in love.
I'm
But
guilty.
that's the thing. A lot of people dump on it because of the fact, they say it's for kids, but
It's
these
'cause
are
it's a
people
visual.
that
It really has a
can't, but they
visual.
can't say anything unless they've tried it, and
Yeah,
I
of
agree
course.
to that.
It
You can't-
requires so much mental capacity to figure out like the network of how you're going to build things and then actually complete the thing that you're building with like detail is like
It reminds me of those
it
early
locks you in.
Sim City games.
yes, that's why I like it
No.
because Sim City I get so caught up in building my world, but like those old games, like I have the emulator and I play part 2 all the time. But you can only build to a certain point, and then everything starts going wrong. Your whole city starts burning down, and like tornadoes. And
Yeah,
it's
and I would
The
say
aliens attack.
one of the
But
best
that's-
things. Go, buddy, go.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that's what made me actually not play Minecraft, and why I'm saying to people that say they don't want to play Minecraft that they have the same point of view. I played Little Big Planet thoroughly, did all the gadgets, loved it. We had Mon Nation Races earlier. I've done The Sims, The Sim City. I played all those, built my own houses, go to work, all that kind of stuff. Every one of these, I put so much time in thinking the visual appeal of them looks better than Minecraft because it's so blocky. That I thought because Minecraft did not look good, it wasn't going to appeal to me because those other games had a more visual appeal.
literally
I
just
was
said
wrong.
the same thing you just said.
But that's what I'm saying though. Again, these are games that when I put out games, like when I tell people that, like even now, if you think about it, people that play Sims probably don't even play it because they look at it and they look so different from the Sims. But believe me, if you play the Sims, you're gonna love Minecraft. It's like
Yeah,
it's hard to
but
explain.
I agree to that.
The one point I just wanted to say quickly when John said his thing, what I wanted to make, and then it actually makes sense with what you said right there, is it's the way you play Minecraft. Because there's people that play Minecraft and say it's fun, but it's not that good. It's because you're playing in creative. Creative, you have unlimited everything. You don't have to worry about nothing. You can build anything
Yeah,
you want
when
you want.
when he built the other world that we were all playing in, that server was
That's
so
why-
much harder because I felt an achievement when I built those skyscrapers and I did it all from having to dig.
So basically, what I did with these guys was like throw them into the deep end. I'm like, okay, now if you want to build a skyscraper, you have to go out and farm and get all the bricks to build it, and that's when it actually becomes a really fun game because you build
because
a
it has
town.
that Sims appeal.
So
yeah.
like John would have one type of brick, and I'd be like, I need those bricks from you. What do you want for it? He'd be like, give me a diamond. I'm like, okay, here's a diamond. Give me the bricks you mine. You know what I mean?
and we literally started like me and Nikki literally started making a thing where like we had stores and we were trying to
we had
set up the whole thing.
villagers, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where we're like, dude, we can collect, invest, and we were literally like bringing people in, saying, guys, if you bring us this, we'll give you some diamonds. And we've been that had like chests. We're literally like running a business in the world of Minecraft. And that right there was such appealing because it gave it something more personal, that was something like The Sims would give you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I was looking for and didn't think Minecraft would give me. You know what I mean? But it did. It literally gives you that. And
it's almost very similar to The Sims with PvP kind of thing, or online MMO elements if you want even.
Oh yeah, that has all that. It literally has everything. That's why Minecraft is so popular, because
I'm so happy I saved all of these pictures of the world. Like I just decided to take pictures one day.
Oh, this became
we still have the world.
Minecraft.
I have the world on my PS5.
I'm gonna send you a bunch of the pictures of the new one, and then like the ones of the original world on PS3.
Oh yeah, but this did turn into a Minecraft podcast.
Anyways, I don't have anything else, so
I'm
done
good
my
too.
list.
Yep, me too.
Same here. So on that note, guys, you'll find all their stuff down in the description box below. Catch Putty on Putty, Campo Reviews on RLG Cast, and we can catch Nikki on RLG. On that note, guys, thanks again for joining us, so we'll see you next time.